Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure to be with you today to demonstrate my personal commitment and that of my team to create a new paradigm for the generation to come. With many thanks to Pancho Campo, along with his crew, for his implication and his vision. Our project can be summed up in this word: be the change. My philosophy of wine. Wine is a multidimensional drink that fosters social interaction, exchange, and the opening up of people's hearts. The connection between the heart, the heaven, man and God is inherent in the human condition and gives rise to several levels of conscientiousness and sensitivity. Viticulture should therefore set the standard and be an example for agriculture in order to create a new paradigm for the planet. Viticulture has gone too far in the last 30 years in the use of systematic recourses for herbicide, fungicide, and insecticide. This has contributed to the salinization and acidification of the soil by using of excessive of potash and chemical fertilizer, to the pollution of water courses through the use of glyphosate, and to a certain standardization of taste by the persistent use of inputs and additives. Wine can have the taste of something, but it will be better to have a taste of somewhere. We are at Gérard Bertrand Group, world leader for biodynamics. In his reference book, Agriculture Courses, Rudolf Steiner explained the connection between the cosmic and telluric forces and also the power of the nature. Man had the arrogance to believe that he was the master of the universe. We need to have, at this time, enough humility to understand that nature is stronger and more intelligent than we are. In France, we have embarked, let's see the video first, sorry. Biodynamic principle changed my life. That changed my life because we don't use anymore any chemical product, number one. Number two, because the quality of the wine are better than in the past. And number three, because we like to share this message of new paradigm for taking care about the biodiversity in the world for customers. Biodynamic farming is a philosophy about organizing life, looking for balance and harmony between human being and nature. Biodynamic is also a natural and ethical approach to farming rooted in the teaching of Dr. Rudolf Steiner in 1920s. Steiner considered each vine as an individual. The role of the wine grower is to maintain the biodiversity and give each vine the force and the energy it needs so it can deliver the best of itself and grow in the good health without the use of any chemical products at all.
As a biodynamic wine grower, we work with the astral calendar of Maya Tune that determines the energy of each day of the year beyond the influence of the moon, stars, and cosmos. We prepare natural treatments by ourselves, for example herbal infusions of stinging nettle, dandelion, or yarrow. We dynamize and spray the preparations on the vineyard in very small quantities. The wines respond with healthier leaves, deeper roots, and grapes closer to the terroir authenticity. In fall, we use Mayatun cow manure home compost to help the vine go dormant in the winter. This compost is made of manure, eggshells, and 6 plants. In spring before bud break, we use cow horn manure to stimulate the soil's nurturing capacity to prepare the vines in its development. During the summer, we use grounded horn silicate to balance the heat of the sun during the grape's development.
With biodynamic farming, we reinforce the balance, the minerality, the aromatic complexity, the freshness, the harmony, and the energy of the wines. The wine could be a multidimensional experience, but also a sensorial or spiritual experience. Thank you. Yeah, it was a long journey because we start in 2002 with my team and we start with only 4 acres. And then we have done experimentation for 3 years. And we have seen the changes in the vineyard, but also in the cellar with much more of freshness, minerality, and also for the wine, a better potential of aging. And then we move from 4 acres to 10, and now we have more than 2,000 acres converted to the biodynamic agriculture in the south of France. But we have also embarked upon a program of conversion for organic agriculture in France called CAB, which guarantees to wine growers a revenue of 90% of the price of organic wine during the transition period. We need also to remember that in the world we have more than 7,000 varieties of grape, and consumer knows less than 10 of them. So we have also a duty to educate and to increase awareness in order to awaken people's senses and develop taste and flavors. In 2020, we are also launching a foundation called Origine Nature, which will be dedicated for the biodiversity in the world. We must also innovate in order to reduce our carbon footprint. And today, we intend to develop and systematically use electric engine and are also committed to produce our own energy from photovoltaic sources. And in addition, part of the carbon produced as a result of our travel is offset by agroforestry. I have created in my book Wine, Moon and Stars a pyramid of sense just to explain the difference between the pleasure, the taste, emotion, and the message. Because I was tired with a pyramid of price created in the 90s between, by the newer people with basic, popular, premium, premium, super premium, ultra premium, and icon. You don't need to spend $1,000 to have a great bottle of wine. The most important is to see if you need to guarantee the pleasure. That's the first step. And what is the pleasure? The pleasure is the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. and for any time you need to deliver the pleasure for the consumers. But, you know, if you want to deliver more, this is not anymore the taste of the grape, but this is the taste of the terroir. And the terroir, you know, it's a taste, and you can describe the taste and also the aftertaste. This is a throat. And above the taste, you have emotion. And to have an emotion with a bottle of wine, even with us, we work in the wine industry, we don't have emotion every day. That means you need to have a great bottle of wine, great vintage, ready to drink, with great people, good food. And sometimes you have a spirit communion around the table, and everybody will remember about the emotion delivered by the wine. And above that, I discovered with my friend Aubert de Villaine and La Romane Conti, when he opened for me, 1942, he explained to me the vintage, and he said to me, this vintage has been done by women because the men were into the war. And I felt the will to stay alive of this wine and the suffering in the bottle. And it was an experience for me because I discovered that sometimes wine can deliver a message. That's why we need to take care also of the planet, and that's why also every vintage has to be very different. We are here today in Porto to recognize the vital importance of our work as wine growers, of its symbolic dimension and its impact on modern agriculture. Agriculture that pollutes less is more respectful of the environment and concern also for the health of human beings, and also continue to combat global warming. And as Gandhi said, together, let's be the change we want to see in the world. Thank you.